Yes, as always. It's always a pleasure to have a moment to speak to you beautiful ladies, and it is always a pleasure to be in a space with you all because uh, it's always wonderful to be. Ha. It's always wonderful to be in space with you all because whenever I am, I get to learn, I get to grow, I get to expand, and I'm truly enjoying how this group is growing, how we are growing, and more importantly, how we are getting started with learning, growing our businesses. And we're finally in a space in this group where we have memberships available, where you have a space where you can advertise your own business, grow your own following, and learn the fundamentals of growing your business. And so throughout the weeks, I have been asking you all different questions about your businesses. And then I plan on taking these lives and the videos that we upload to help you guys get to a place where I can answer these questions for you. What I have noticed is that a lot of people give you information, and the information isn't always helpful for your business. It isn't always helpful for you. How many of you all have been to webinars, seminars, videos? How many of you all have been to or downloaded, information, ebooks, downloaded different things, different insights with the hope to grow your business, only to get to a place where you get the insight and they tell you what to do, but they don't share with you how to do it. And so it's one of the things that kept me stuck. I found myself signing up for this, signing up for that, being a part of this, being a part of that. And it got to a place where I was a part of so many things and I had so many things on my plate. But all of those things combined, I still wasn't growing in my business the way I wanted to. And I would get frustrated. And one of the biggest things that I hear you all talk about is how frustrating it can be to have friends and family who don't support your business. Raise your hand if you have friends and family who don't support your business, don't support your goals, who you feel like don't support your dreams. And honestly, it's something that can be a real hindrance to an entrepreneur if you are thinking all the time about the fact that people are not supporting you the way you feel you need or you feel you deserve to be supported. You've done all this work. You've even asked the right questions. You said, hey, if I was to do X, Y, and Z, would you support me? And everybody raises their hand and says, yes, be an entrepreneur. We want to support you. We want to grow your business, right? That's what they say. And then when that time comes and you get the product, you get the service, you get it all up, ready to go, you send it out to all of your friends and family, and you get a nibble here, a nibble there, but you still definitely don't sell. I've had people tell me all I need to do is sell 100 copies of my book this month, and I'll be good to go. And what people don't realize is that it's complicated to sell 100 books in 1 month. It's complicated to sell 5 coaching packages in 1 month. It's complicated to be in a space where you are growing your business. And having the support of your friends and family, that's something that is not guaranteed. And it's also not something you should strive for. And let's make sure I've got everything going on here. And the reason why it's not a good place for you to want to solicit your friends and family are because, one, you would rather them be a referral system for you. Friends and family are the immediate people who know you. They know things about you. They've watched you grow. They've watched you do good, bad, right, wrong. And in their minds, they have a certain perception of what a business should be. And then after they have a certain perception of what a business should be, I'll be honest with you. They have a certain perception about you. And because they have a certain perception about you, there are times when your friends and family cannot support you simply because it's just not in their wheelhouse to do so. And it could be of a multitude of reasons. It could be anything from them knowing you too deeply to them simply not being your customer. And for me, what I teach my clients is that, hey, sweetie, what I teach my clients is that your friends and family are not your customers because they're not your customers. They're not your customers because you haven't done the work, the research. You haven't taken the time to learn some of the key factors when it comes to growing a business. And one of the biggest key factors that you will need to learn in order to truly grow your business and truly get it to a place where you are a reputable business in the marketplace is you need marketing and branding. Branding and marketing. It is something that I talk about every single day. And most people tend to think that, oh, well, I'm branding. I've got branding. I have a logo. I have a website. I know my website colors. Some of you may even know your customer avatar a little bit. Hey, Tasha. And so some of you may think, well, hey, I am branding. But I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a secret, okay, that most people do not know about branding. And that is that branding is not just the image that you place in front of people. For me, I have an image that you all see me as, an image that I portray not just in my business life, but in my personal life, because I am the product of a product. Love this video, like this video while you're here, right? So you see that part of me. But there is this other part that you all are unaware of that I do that brings you here. And that is that I have learned who you are. I love you, Queen. Hey, Tasha. Who you are, what your struggles are, what you're struggling with in your business, what you're struggling with in your life. Hey, Brooke, I know you as a business owner. I know that you are an overthinker. I know that you are a perfectionist. I think I seen somebody else. I think that picture is April. Hey, April. Ah, there it is. And you all may be in a place where you're like, you know what? I want to do certain things and you want to get to that place, right? So you think you're branding your business. You got a logo. You may have a business page. You may have certain things. But there are things, hey, Joan, about business that you may not be aware of. And that is that branding is the words behind your business. Joan is my assistant. And if there is one thing that she has learned, it is that branding is the words behind your business. It is that back end work. It is the words that you write inside of a social media post. It's the words that you share inside of a meme that you create. It's the words that you share inside of a live that you do. I am sharing with you today that the branding that you think you're doing, you're on the right track. Yes. But when it comes to really being a brand, what it means to be a business in the marketplace means that you could sell your business. I want to be clear about this. If you are a viable business in the marketplace, you can sell your business, you can sell your contact list, you can make money, and you can build another business. If you have, hey, Nicole, if you have branded, hey, Tia, hey, Gabby, and marketed your business correctly, you are in a space where you have the ability to sell your business and make money from it. That is a viable business. And the only way to do that is to stop soliciting your damn friends and family. Stop it. And instead, learn how to build relationships with people through your following, through your friends, through your family, by doing a few things. And some of those things are creating organic messages on your social media. And I will give you an example. In order to build an authentic space for you to grow your business, you have to know your core values and your customer pain points, okay? My customer pain points and my core values are important to me because my pain points for my customers are the things that you all tell me about, the things that you all complain about, the things that bother you, the things that impede your ability to move, the things that make you feel like you are procrastinating. Those things are pain points. And if you are a good business, if you are a good coach, then you know your customer pain points so that you can actually talk to the correct people. See, your friends and family, they're way too close to be your customers. And you don't want them as customers. You want them as a continuous referral system that will refer you to, hey, Sherry, to all their friends and family. And so the way to do that is to organically build an audience by using your core values and your customer pain points in a way that speaks to your customers directly. How many times have you all opened up a video for me and been like, she's talking directly to me. She is talking to me. She is talking to me. You feel that way because I've done research about you. I've done research about me. My ideal client originally looked like me. And then it expanded to look more like every entrepreneur until I had 100 solid pain points that you all experience that I can solve. Period. Once you can solve your customers' pain points, once you can solve their problems, that is how you grow an organic following. And so what I do, the easiest way to learn branding and marketing is to learn the art of writing the perfect social media posts. And that is a combination of combining your personal core values. That's the things that you know about yourself to be true, the things that you know how to get there, the things you survive from. For me, it's self-love, authenticity, consistency, confidence, and knowledge. And self-love is because I learned that I can't grow my business until I heal from my shit. A lot of you all, I tell you every single day, you haven't healed from your shit, and that's part of your problem. I tell you every single time we're on these videos, I can tell you haven't healed from your shit, and that's part of your problem when it comes to growing your business. Because if you don't have the confidence to stand in front of people and say, I got this, that I can be vulnerable, that I can have losses, that I can fall and get back up. If you don't have the confidence to stand in front of other people and fail miserably and get back up, you're never going to make it as an entrepreneur. And the only way to get to that place is to start by healing. One of the things that we have in this group is April Jones. She's one of our therapists here. And she is here strictly to help you all get to know her as a person and then to help you get to know yourself as a person. To see where you are stopping yourself from your growth because of your own fears, or even worse, the space where you don't know what you don't know. That space where you don't know that you're simply not knowledgeable in that space. For example, emotional intelligence. I have a lot of issues there because me personally, I'm an Aquarius and I didn't start learning how to feel until I was about 28 years old. I would push my feelings down, push them away. I don't need to cry. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. And by the way, if you guys need to, I'll go ahead and add our challenge link to below so that you all can get to this challenge of how to bring your own customers along. So I'll make sure to put that sign up link below. And so what happens is you're in this space, right, where you've got these people now who will say to you, I will help you get to the next level. I will help you get to the next space. But before you get there, what do you have to do? You have to learn, you absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, have to learn how to heal from your own mess. How to heal from your own BS, how to see your own BS and say, you know what? this is BS and I need to get past it because it's not healthy for me. And I know that it's impeding my ability to grow my business. And if you don't think that your personal stuff is not stopping you from growing your business, then we already have a problem. And I think that that is the space that I want to help you grow the most, because in that space, the number one reasons that female businesses fail is because they don't have enough consistent motivation to keep going, to keep knowing that they're the shit, to keep knowing that it takes failure in order to get back up and do it again. And they lose their confidence. And once they lose their confidence, they lose themselves. And that confidence is one of the most important things that you're going to learn in your business. And it is the whole purpose for why I want you to be able to grow. And it starts with you getting out of your own way. I don't know why I put all that makeup on my face. Oh my God, there we go. And so getting out of your own way is important. Because guess what? If you aren't healing, if you aren't growing, or if you aren't knowing that your pain is something similar to your customers' pains, and you want to know and learn how you got over your mess so that you can teach your customers, so that you have an entry point. Branding is the words that creates an entry point between where your customer is and where you'd like to be. Hey, Nikki, an entry point that allows you into their life, that allows you into their space. And the only way to get there is you have to learn. And I watch some of you all. You all are so good that you all have learned to use the right words, right? I know plenty of leaders who know the right words, but don't put those words into actions in their own business. So they say, I'm strong. I can do this. I can do that. I have the ability to do this. And they say these things out loud while simultaneously doing all the things that prevent them from growing. Like being mad that their friends and family don't support them, being upset if they fail, being angry if they lose a customer or don't please a customer, being angry if you have to resend something out, being angry with your following because you put this amazing post up for this sale that you've been working on for 2 weeks and you haven't told anybody because you don't want nobody to steal it from you. Just that mindset of thinking that someone is going to steal your ideas is enough to destroy your business. Honey, just the mindset that you think that someone is going to steal something from you is enough to make your business not grow. Period. And this is something that we need to know, because you are the only thing that's in the way between where you want to be and where you are. Your mindset, your thinking, your inability to see that you're in your own way. And so what I do is I teach you how to not just find your customers, but how to identify with them based on your own pains, your own story, what you've already been through, and teach them how you got to the other side. But guess what? You got to have gotten to the other side. You got to have healed from your bullshit, from your negative thinking, from that space where you know you want something, but you're not really sure if it's yours. See, you can't tell me ever that you've gotten to the side where I'm not thinking negatively anymore, Octavia. Well, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Because negative thinking isn't always going to be there. It's never going to just magically go away. You're not a monk. You don't have 25 years of mindfulness in your cabinet, and you don't have that ability. Negative thoughts are going to be there. It's how you react to them. It's how you respond to them. It's how you show up. And then it's how you say how you got from here to here. I didn't get from 297 pounds to 168 pounds by eating healthy and working out every day. I did not. I got there by dealing with my shit. By saying that I'm not going to depend on food as the thing that's going to get me to the next place or make me feel better. I'm going to hire a therapist. I'm going to talk to my coach. I'm going to get past my shit. I'm going to put only the things in my body that feel good. I'm going to learn how to take my negative emotions and my bad thoughts and learn how to channel them, learn how to look at them and say, I don't identify with that thought. That thought isn't me anymore. See, the magic of a business is actually in the work that you do on yourself. And how you learn how to communicate in your own emotions is the direct correlation to how you're going to learn how to communicate with your clients. And if you don't believe me, go to Facebook, open up an ad in Facebook, and read all the questions that the ad asks of you. What do you like? What do you read? What do you watch? What do you eat? What car do you drive? Where do you go? What do you listen to? What podcasts do you listen to? What radio station do you listen to? Who are you and what do you like? You know what I found out? A lot of you don't fucking know yourselves. You don't know yourselves. You have no idea. You're just grasping at straws all day and throwing around your anger like, fuck this person who didn't support me. They was never going to support you. They probably was never your customer. And if they were, you turned them off when you showed them that you are unhealed. And another woman will not follow another woman if she's trying to heal and she sees that you're unhealed. I know leaders who are petty ass bitches. That's their brand. That's who they are. They are petty ass bitches. And their clients are petty ass bitches. And that's who they are. And that's okay because that's their brand. And if that's the brand that you're building, build that brand. Build being petty. Learn how and teach your clients how to be petty, how to live the way you live and to be fearless about it. If that's who you are, be that. But at least know how you got there. Don't just say, I'm petty because I ain't healed. Say, I'm petty because I made a decision that I'm not going to let little things bother me. I can be petty. I can throw shade because I'm a boss and I'm not going to let anybody talk to me less than. I can be petty because that's who I am. And if that's who you are, be that. But if you're going to be it, then know how to be petty, right? Know how to do it correctly. Know the steps that it takes to be petty and healed at the same time. See, what I'm saying is that whatever you're going to do, at least do it well. Do it to the point where you become the expert in that thing. And your clients know that you're the expert because you can walk them down step by step by step by step. What I learned, and the reason why self-love is one of my core values, is because I did not love myself. Because I grew up in a space where I didn't think that I was loved. I didn't think my mother loved me. My father was never around. The only two people that I ever thought loved me was my two sisters. And those two girls I treated like gold because I thought in my soul they were the only people who loved me. They were the only people who could love me. And there were times in my life where I felt so unlovable that I didn't believe that I was worthy to be loved. And by the time I was 28 years old, I didn't believe so hard in my own ability to be loved that I pushed everyone away. That I just became a crankety, mean, evil, petty bitch. And I personally decided that that wasn't for me. I personally decided that I didn't want to live like that anymore. And when I learned that self-love meant looking in the mirror and loving the body I had, I couldn't do that. How could I love the body I had and it was 297 pounds and it was everything I didn't want it to be? But I had to. I had to learn how to love myself exactly the way I am, exactly the way I was designed, exactly the way I was in that moment, to love every inch of me, every part of me, and then to work on the body I wanted by taking care of it better every day, by having the water it needed, the sleep it needed. Forget the food. The food was not the deal. It was my emotional, it was where I was emotionally when I ate the food that was my problem. So if I was sad and I ate, I overate. If I was angry and I ate, I overate. If I waited all day long, I wasn't taking care of myself. If I ate at 3 o'clock in the morning, I wasn't putting things in my body that was correct. And that's not how you love yourself. This is the only body I have. And I made a decision to start to take care of it. And I started to take care of it not by what I ate, but by my mental fortitude and what I thought, by the power in me to say everything I put in my body and on my body, I'm going to make sure it is loving and taking care of me. The people I let into my body and on my body, the people that I let into my mind and into my space, I had to learn to choose them better, to choose them wisely, to be in a space where I loved me so wholly that I wasn't going to let anything or anybody around me take anything from me. Not my family members, when I would come through the door and they would call me fat. Don't ever speak to me like that again. Yes, I'm talking to you, Auntie. I don't care how old you are. Either don't speak to me like that again or don't speak to me. Period. Oh, you think I'm disrespecting an elder? I don't have to be here and be treated badly because you think it's okay to talk to somebody like that. You will not talk to me like that. You can't hate yourself into self-improvement. You cannot hate yourself into self-improvement. You can't. It's not possible. And the people around you and the spaces around you and the things around you are going to keep showing up until you learn how to get past them. And they will show up in your business. Because anybody who's had a business call with me before knows there are a few things I do. I clear the space. You need to be seated. You need to be focused. You need to be ready to go. Pen and paper in your hand. It is time for us to get ready and get focused on where you are messing up and how we can fix that. And our first call is usually all emotional. And it's all about the emotional things that are stopping you from growing your business. And then I usually recommend you to one of our therapists. Why? Because everybody needs somebody to talk to about the things that they are not aware of that's stopping them from being their best self. Period. That's my belief. That's my core value. I have a therapist. Me and my wife have a therapist. And then we have spiritual coaches, a business coach, personal coaches to help us get to where we need to be, because I don't know everything. And I don't expect to know everything. But I do need to know that there are other people who do know, who can help me. And it starts with not pushing your business on people who aren't even your customers. Learning how to brand and learning how to market is about knowing who you are as a person so that you can identify with your core values, so that you can then connect to your clients and identify with them. If you don't believe me, Google why core values matter in a business. Just Google it. Like, I'm not here to play no games with you, but I'm not going to be here to hold your hand while you try to figure out what you're going through emotionally and you're not even talking to anybody. That's not going to work. You're not going to grow your business like that. And you're not going to talk to me in that mindset, because I don't even take clients who are not willing to grow themselves internally. Because if you can't do that, what are you going to do when that first customer that you have who's bought $500 worth of products wants a refund and wants to leave you a bad review and wants to spread nothing but garbage about you and your business? You're going to have to take the high road. You're going to not be able to cuss them out. What the fuck you think this is? The streets? This ain't the streets. This is the marketplace. Hey, Chantel. And in the marketplace, you can't just be cussing people out because they didn't agree with your product, honey. No. That's no. And I will not support you. I will dismiss you as a client if I find out that you are cussing out clients. I can't recommend you to my following if you cussing out clients. If you don't want to give a refund because you didn't get product to your client in time because you didn't deliver the way you were supposed to, I wouldn't support that. Never. So I don't know why you would think that somebody else would want to. You have to get your emotional shit in order. Period. Period. And then you have to get focused on who your customer is, who your client is, and learn the one thing that you need to learn, which is branding and marketing. Technically, there are two things. And you have to learn that, because if you think you're branding and you're watching this video, I know now that you know that you're not branding enough. You may have a website. You may have a business. You may even have a location. It does not mean that you are branding and marketing correctly. And you know how I know? Google it. Google, why do core values matter in my business? Google, why do pain points matter in my business? Someone write that down for me. Google it, and you'll find out. Like, the number one thing I learned in 5 years of going to school for marketing is that you don't know nothing if you don't know who your customer is and who you're talking to. Do you know how long it has taken Apple to take each individual product that they have, separate them into specific types of customers? Why do you think they have different phones, different categories of phones? They have a different a customer for each specific product that they have, whether it's the iPad Pro or just the regular iPad. They do different things for different customers because each customer has a different profile, period. So if you want to mimic a great company, Apple is one of the best companies to mimic because you can see them break down every product they have. That product is then broken down by a client, and that client is broken down by their needs. The iPhone 11 Pro Max is specifically made for the bad and bougie. That's one, if you want the best iPhone they have. But two, it's also made for the hardcore business person. The person who lives on their phone, everything is on their phone, everything is about their phone. They needed that power, they needed that movement, they needed that speed, they needed the ability to do videos right from their phone, to go right from phone to upload immediately. Those people, that's me. That's me. I live on this thing all day long, and they made a phone just for a person like me. I knew it was mine the moment that I saw the advertisement. Oh, they talking to me. Here they go again. They already in my pocket. I don't even know what the phone does. I did not get the 8. I went from, did I get the, I think I got the iPhone 8. I went from the 8 to the 11 because I didn't need the one that came out after my 8 because my 8 Max Pro was wonderful. It did everything I needed. I didn't need the upgrade. But when I seen the upgrades, I knew they knew me. They knew what I needed. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to know what your customers need, know what your clients need, know who they are back and forth. Know them. My customers are procrastinators. They act big, they think big, and they do as little work as possible. My customers think that scrolling social media is part of work, and it's not. It isn't. I hate it that you all think that scrolling social media is work. It isn't. Do you all not notice that at 7:30 when I get off from work, I'm not on social media anymore? I don't tap in. I don't tune in. I don't check your messages. I don't reply. I don't do any of that because I'm off from work. Social media is a job. It's not a place that you should be at all day long. And if you are, you should be using it correctly by writing social media posts that are based on your customers' pain points, your core values, and how you all connect so that you have an entryway and the way that you can solve their problems. Okay? If you would like to learn how to do any of this, we have a challenge coming up that's going to help you grow your email list. The link is on there. It's $69 to be able to sign up. There is also a space where if you do not want to or do not have the ability to contribute to $69 right now, I even have a way for you to pay for it in 2 payments. I will put that link here whenever it lets me. As well as create a space for yourself where you can finally start that email list and get it to a place where you're actually meeting new customers. And I need to be very honest with you about this challenge. This challenge will last you about 6 weeks. It'll take you about 6 weeks to complete it. It's an online course. You'll go into my online academy. It'll give you all the PDFs. You also are going to have a special group where we'll go into, and we'll have that available for you. We get 2 question and answers where you get the opportunity to ask me questions, and you get a 30-minute chat with me as well so that we can sit down and outline anything that you may need. Now, keep in mind that my free appointments are only for us to get an outline going. My services cost $3 a minute. I want to be clear about this. $3 a minute, okay? So that means it is $180 an hour to book with me, or you book monthly services with me. I'm always upfront about how much I cost because I don't want any confusion. So when you get a free appointment with me, you are getting time with me to get things done. Don't waste my time because I will not give you more than 2 free appointments ever. That's really important for you to know. Don't be late. Don't waste my time. And do not think that this is a casual conversation. I am a business coach. To hire me full-time for 3 months, it's $2,500. Period. That's how much it costs. And I do not play games about my time. Don't waste it. I'm not going to waste yours. If we get in 30 minutes, I promise you at the end of 30 minutes, you won't have something to actually leave with because I'm good like that. I'm great at the skill I have, and that's taking everything that's in here, getting it out of your mind, organizing it on a piece of paper, and getting you out the door and ready to go. Okay? So to get the appointment all by itself, the 30 minutes is well worth the $69 just for the course. But the course is something that I really want everybody to have the opportunity to get to a place where you have a legitimate email list, people that you can talk to in your sleep. This morning, I woke up to 4 $69 sales. 4 or 5? 4 $69 sales. And then on Sunday, I had a $69 sale as well. And that's just from, well, I don't know if it's from my email campaigns or from these videos. Some days I don't know where they come from all the way. But I do know that that's part of my residual income. I sell some of my products over and over and over again. And I want to teach you how to do the same thing. How to stop blaming your friends and family for why you ain't growing and get to a place where you learn how to brand and market your business correctly. But I ain't going to play no games with you. I am a business coach for a reason. I have spent thousands of dollars on business coaching. I have spent 5 years in college learning branding and marketing. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be your coach. I have a question. What's a monthly income goal that shows growing or that you are on, or you are only speaking on attitude? What's a monthly income goal? So monthly income goals are based on clients, what you're selling, and you actually want to break your monthly income goals into each product that you have. So for example, for me, I have 6 courses that I sell, and every month I like to sell at least 5 courses. And then I have packages for one-on-one time. So if people want to build the perfect schedule, or if people want to have a 90-day outline, instead of doing business plans, I do a 90-day business outline that helps people get organized, get all the stuff out their head, everything they want to do. I break it up into sections. It's got everything that they need, and it's $297, okay? I know how many of those I need to sell every month. So when you're talking about monthly income, you actually want to break your products down into each product. How many customers, how many customer avatars are you going to have in each product? And then here's the last thing. Each product needs its own marketing campaign. And I'm going to say it again. Every product that you sell, needs its own marketing campaign. There are times when you can combine 3 products and say, hey, choose from one of these 3 products, and you can put them all together. Like when Apple comes out with a phone, they come out with 3 phones, right? So they're going to market all 3 of those phones at one time. So yes, you can do that. But every single product needs a plan. You need a price point. You need to figure out how many you want to sell. And here's the thing. After you do that, well, you got to have the customers. So for me, I use the 10% rule. So for every 100 people that my videos reach, I usually get 1 to 3 bookings for appointments, okay? And that just depends. I'd more like to say maybe for every 500 people that my videos, I usually get between 3 to 10 bookings per week. I can just do 1 video on Mondays, and I usually can fill my appointment schedule up for the whole week. Sometimes I'll do 2, sometimes I'll do 3, but I can fill my schedule up. When I fill my schedule up, my goal is to close 70% of every person that I talk to. That means at the end of our call, they are going to buy a product. And my close rate is 90%. In fact, the only people who do not purchase something from me are people who just simply financially at this time cannot. Everybody usually gets off the call with me and makes a purchase. And I usually have them make the purchase while they're on the phone with me. So it's about your close rate. It's about whether you know what your products are, whether you have a marketing campaign for that product, whether you know how much potential that product is you have to make on it. And some of you just have too many products. You sell too many things. and that's something that you may want to think about. And so that's one of the best things about having a business coach is that you have somebody who's going to go over these things with you and say, you have this product. Who are you selling this to? What's your marketing campaign for that? I have a marketing campaign for everything that I sell except for my pound cakes. My goddess cakes by the pound. That's the only thing that I don't have a marketing campaign for because I don't want one. I only bake when I feel like it. So I'm going to bake for Thanksgiving, right? And I may bake for Christmas, but other than that, I only bake when I feel like it. So I don't actively market that for my business. Outside of that, everything has a marketing plan. So if you have a marketing plan in place, then after 90 days, one of the things you do in a marketing plan is you should have ads. And if you have ads, you look at ad A and ad B, because if you're marketing correctly, you have 2 ads going at the same time to figure out which ad is doing the best. And that will tell you and determine how many new clients you can get every month. And on average of those new clients, how many are you booking? How many are you selling? How many are coming to you? The business of business is all a numbers game. And you have to know your numbers. And your fucking following, that's not your numbers. The people on your social media, that's not your numbers. Your analytics are your numbers. Your emails open, the percentage of people who open your emails, those are your numbers. That is how you determine when you can scale, when you can add another product. And if you're just running around here throwing this product up, throwing that product, people are going to like it because it's pretty. They may look at it and may watch it, but they're not going to buy it because they have to see your product or service 8 to 12 times before they even make a purchase. 8 to 12 times could take them 90 days. It could take them 6 months. It could take them a whole year. I have clients who I have no idea where they came from. They're not even friends of mine. And they will say to me, I've been following you for a year. Where are you following me at? I don't even know where they're following me at because they're not friends. I got to make them add me on Facebook so I know they're not my friends, but they're following me somewhere. And they've been watching me for a year. It takes that long sometimes, hey Dominique, before people trust you. So stop thinking that your friends and family are going to magically grow your business. You're going to be a bomb success, and all of a sudden you're going to be making enough money to leave your job and work your business full time in 6 months. That's just not how the marketplace works. Sometimes, baby girl, it takes 6 months to get your ad working correctly. Okay? Dominique, I miss you. We need a date. I love you. So listen, stop blaming your friends and family. Stop it. They are not the reason why you are not growing. You are not growing because you are not learning how to organically talk to your customers and get them to vibrate towards you. You do not have a business coach, and you need one. If you want to figure out what are the things that I do and what are the things that I offer, and don't think I'm too expensive and you're going to have to get with me later. No, I have payment plans for everything. There is no excuse at all why you are not working with me other than the fact that you know deep down inside that it's so much work and you're not ready for it. And that's cool too, because maybe you're not ready. But if you are, please go to OctaviaHarris.com. Click on my appointment schedule, book an appointment with me. Let's sit down. Let's talk about what I have going on, what you have going on. I also have some memberships going on where you guys can advertise your business. But I'm going to be real with you. You cannot advertise your half-ass business with me. I'm going to say it again. You cannot advertise your half-ass business with me. I don't accept things like that. I will not recommend you and your half business to my clients if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's never going to happen. I'm never going to put my business and my reputation on the line so that you can market to my wonderful clients who I've worked hard for, and you're just throwing spaghetti on the wall and hoping that it sticks. No. We do have VIP options for you to be able to advertise and brand your business, but it must only be if you are a viable business, if you are doing your work, if you have good products and good services, and if people complain about you, guess what? I will take you off the VIP list. I'm really serious about serving customers. I'm really serious about this group and what it is that I do. I play no games. Y'all should know that by now. I mean, if you hear, you do know. Okay? If you want to grow a business, get with me, OctaviaHarris.com. If you would like to grow your email list, the link is above. It's $69. If $69 is a little bit above your budget for right now, which it could be, it's close to Thanksgiving, that's no problem. We have 2 payment options for you so you can break it up into payments. Because money should never be the option. No, it should never be the reason why we're not working together. It should be because you're not ready, and that's the only reason why you're not here. So if you're ready to grow your business, make sure you click that link. Make sure you get into our challenge. It's digital. It's going to allow you to grow an email list. It's going to teach you who your customers are. It's going to let you get comfortable with building an organic presence and actually knowing what branding and marketing is. Back in business now. Yes, she said we're going to make a date. Okay, girl, I'm about to text you. I'm probably going to text you tomorrow because I've been at work since 10 o'clock this morning, maybe 9:30, and I may be tired, and I have not had a chance to get dinner yet. It's on the stove now, but I wanted to run and do this video tonight because it's part of my to-do list, so I can't not do it. But let you all know that our challenge started today, so you guys can definitely sign up today. The challenge is going to go through the next couple of weeks, but you can sign up whenever you're ready. I look forward to helping you grow your business and your brand. Also, if you guys know that you need some talk therapy, need someone to talk to, there will be a link for you all to be able to book with my wife, Tia. Or you guys, if you want someone who's outside of me, we also have April Jones in the group as well. You can reach out to me if you want to know how to get in touch with her. If you have some things that you need to work through, some things you need to forgive, and some things you need to learn. I am Octavia Harris. I am the Goal-Diggin Goddess, and I specialize in strengthening influential women to grow empires. I can't grow if you don't grow, period. And my whole goal is to see you grow, because We can't get bigger and badder and braver unless we do it together. So I believe in collaboration and community, period. There is no such thing as competition here. It's all collaboration and community. I love you all. Enjoy your day. Make sure you sign up. I'll talk to you soon.